When creating an argumentative essay, it can sometimes be difficult to find credible information that also presents statistical information. So why not kill two birds with one stone by polling fellow students? With this part of the activity or lesson, you are going to create an Office 365 form that polls your fellow classmates and other students about the subject of cyberbullying, whether they were personally affected or whether they had a hand in it. You're going to ask them some personal questions about their experience with cyberbullying. So, to create your form, first go down to Google Chrome, and you're going to open up your Office 365 account. I opened mine up already, and you can see my applications are already displayed. If yours are not, go up to the waffle, and you will see your apps then displayed on the left-hand side of your screen. Because we are creating a form, I'm going to click on the Forms app. If you are new to forms, you probably won't have any pre-made forms in your area. I have a couple already made, so you can just kind of ignore those. On the left-hand side of the screen, you will see two tabs, New Form and New Quiz. Because you're creating an anonymous poll for your fellow classmates, you're going to click on New Form. Once your form has been created, we need to create a title. The easiest thing to do is to make your question or your side your title. Okay. Something as simple as your experience with cyberbullying or the effects of cyberbullying. To add a little more description and detail for your audience, I'd like for you to create a little description that kind of further explains your point of view. Again, we're just adding some more detail. Now, to add your first question to your poll, you click on the button that says Add Question. When you do that, you will see that there are multiple options to choose from when creating your first question. There's multiple choice, text, which is where your audience can type short phrases or sentences to respond to each question, a rating scale, so 1 to 5, or 0 to 5 stars, and then of course, date. For my first question, I'm going to click on the multiple choice option. Because I want this to be anonymous, I think it's probably a good idea to start out with the gender. Are you male? Are you female? So I am, and then my options of male or female. Okay. To add my second question, I click on Add Question. Again, I'm going to create a multiple choice question. Is your age range? Because I am polling 8th grade students, I could start with 12 to 13, 13 to 14, or 14 to 15. And then I might add one more option, 15 plus. Okay. Going to add one more question. And just to give you an idea of what the text answers look like, I'm just going to add one more. So my question could be as simple as, what is your definition of cyberbullying? Okay. And then I might need a longer answer for some of my questions, for some of my answers. So I'm going to click on the long answer button. And now my audience can type up to a couple of sentences to a short paragraph. Okay, so my poll has 4 questions. Obviously, yours will have more. And of course, I want you to consider being a little more in-depth with your question. Please don't ask simple yes and no questions for the entire poll. Also, I want you to vary the types of questions you ask. Don't just focus on multiple choice. Throw in some text answers. Okay? All right. So my poll looks good. To finalize my poll, I want to go up to theme, make it a little more visually pleasing. You will notice that they give you several colors to choose from. They also give you some themes. These are a little fun, a little funky, but again, not very fitting of our topic. So I think I would probably stick with a solid color. Once you've chosen your theme, I want you to preview it so that you can see what your poll looks like before you share it. Looks pretty good. No misspellings. This is exactly what your audience will see when you send them the link. So I'm going to hit back. And now I'd like to share my poll with all my fellow classmates. If I want people to take it, they have to have the link. So I'm going to go over to the top right and click on share. And as of right now, it looks like only people in my organization can respond to my poll. I want to change that. So I'm going to click on the drop down arrow and click on anyone with a link can respond. At that moment, you will notice that it generates a link for your form. Click on that and hit copy. And now you're ready to share your link to your form with your fellow classmates, your teachers, so on and so forth. You can share this by email, or you can share this on the OneNote classroom notebook.